Joseph Nunguru, Director of Research and Innovation of the Tanzania Agricultural Research Institute, that is TARI. So today we are here in Mbeya at this agricultural show, or Nane show, where we are showing various technologies and innovations for various stakeholders. One of the objectives of doing research in our country, in agriculture, is to develop technologies and innovations. Technologies and innovations that will contribute to agricultural productivity. Productivity is an issue to farmers. So what do we do with the productivity? So we research crop varieties that have high yielding capacity and give them to farmers. And through delivering technologies and innovations, and including high yielding variety, farmers are able to increase crop productivity, increase income, generate income for them, but also provide employment, especially to youth and the women. So we have at TARI, we have crop varieties, that different varieties that are high yielding. For example, we have maize like T105, so that's a high yielding maize. So we have also soybean, we have sunflower, we have wheat. These are high yielding varieties. So when we have high yielding varieties, it will not only generate income, but it will also contribute to our industrial economy. Why? Because Tanzania, we're talking of industrial economy, for which most of the raw material are derived from agricultural sector. And to have enough raw material, we must have a productive agriculture. And to have a productive agriculture, we must have research. There's no way we can have productive agriculture without research. So research is key. Another thing is that we are doing research to address challenges, other challenges which farmers are facing. For example, there are challenges of pests and diseases. So through research, we can diagnose the pathogens that are responsible for various crop diseases, and then we advise farmers on their sustainable management of those pests and diseases. But also we develop climate smart technologies and innovations that will help our farmers to manage or make them climate resilient, to cope up with the climate change challenges resulting from climate change, like drought. So we have drought tolerant, we have early maturing crop varieties. All these are available at Tanzania Agricultural Research Institute. But also we are addressing nutrition, issue of nutrition. So we have come up with a crop variety with enhanced nutrition for enhanced nutrients. For example, beans. So we have high iron and high beans with high iron with high zinc. So these are very useful to boost immunity and also to mitigate the challenge of low blood. We also have orange fleshed sweet potato. These are sweet potato with high provitamin A. Again, it's very good to improve visions, especially in women and young children. So all these are available within our institute. The other thing also, we have researched and come up with good technologies for post-harvest processing of various crops. For example, instead of farmers just selling beans as grain or as seed, they can process and get flour, and from that flour they can have you can make various products like cakes, like biscuit, like porridge, bread. All these things are very good because they can contribute to income generation by farmers. But also, when you have various products, farmers can go to or approach financial institutions and get loans, and then engage in a small processing industry as business. But also, we would like to encourage youth. The research we are doing, we are trying to generate technologies and innovations that are friendly, very much friendly, so that youth can be encouraged to engage in agriculture as a business. So youth can come and produce maybe quality vegetable seedling and sell them as to generate income as business. But also they can engage in other agricultural activities and in other crops. We are doing research that is aiming at understanding soil fertility. So we have also research along those areas of soil fertility. What do we do with soil fertility? We collect samples from all over the country, the different regions and different districts, and determine the characteristics of those soil. So we determine pH and nutrient content. Then we generate maps. So from those maps are used to guide on strategic deployment of variety, that which variety is appropriate to be planted where. And then also on fertilizer application, what kind of fertilizer is required to be applied where. So all that information will eventually contribute to agriculture or enhance the crop productivity. Our countries must be prepared to cope with the changes in globalization as well as technological changes. So how do we do that? We must do research. So that is why research is very important. But also, putting all these things together, you will see that our policymakers need research, because we generate information that inform our policymakers, so that when they make decisions, their decisions are well informed, which are based in finding facts, research, and science and evidence. Yeah. So by so doing, that is how. By so doing, then you will see the contribution of research to the economic development of our country. So finally, I would like to invite everybody to visit Tari, and that's where you'll find all these technologies. What we are doing, we are very much in line with, for example, National Agricultural Policy of 2013, which emphasizes productivity. There is also our agricultural development program is ASDP2. All these things are highlighted in those programs. We are talking of productivity, we are talking of climate change. All those things are highlighted. So we will see that research is very, very important. Yeah.